Your readings, Craddock here. We have a mirror image build. I can't believe it, but this is actually a build that players have been pushing on the PTR with. This particular variation, though, is a greater risk speed build. Yeah, quite excited to actually use this in greater risk speeds. It's quite different. It's more exciting than Hydra, even though we are looking at obviously a channeling build. Death Wish in the mix here. But it's also, secondly, a high cooldown reduction build. So you're going to be using Explosive Blast. It's sort of a hybrid. You're using your Explosive Blast to proc the 6-piece combusts. You are also using your mirror image casting Spectral Blade. So that's the only reason we actually have this on the bar. You're not going to be casting this yourself. Your mirror images will be killing things. And just because they're killing things, you have to remember that you will not get Oculus ring spawns. So that's one downside with this build. But aside from that, it is hitting very hard, very consistently. We're going to go full tilt on the CDR with cooldown reduction on the weapon, rings, gloves, shoulder, helm, evocation, the Enchantress's 10%, and paragon, and the Gogok of Swiftness coming in the mix with a lot of cooldown reduction. It's actually even higher than this because this doesn't have the Enchantresses mixed in there yet, but all of that in order to get your duplicate mirror images spawned consistently. Sometimes the AI is a little wonky. They'll go off into Never Neverland, so you have to resummon them to position them better. Typically, you just want to jump right on top of that elite, try and surround them with the mirror images. That way they're the first target that they hit. Try and summon them right before fire phase. Typically what I do is I cast mirror image, then immediately something other cool thing that's in the build, pun intended, this is the Frost Nova Deep Freeze, giving us a little bit of extra crit, but more so here for actually the crowd control. So something with the mirror images is they actually die quite a lot from all the damage in the Rift, and this means that on top of having that cooldown reduction to regenerate them quickly, you also need a means to CC the monsters, especially those elites that are crouch controlling them. Try and get them locked down as soon as possible. Your mirror images will deal more damage overall. So this is why we're running without magic weapon deflection. This is not a shielding build. It is a channeling build, but it's not a shielding build. Armor gems in the armor, of course, to help us out because we don't need life pool. Life percent is still good to have on the pieces that you can get it, but vitality, life percent, they're going to be less valued than previously, right? Life per hit on the bracer is going to be a nice place to put that just to keep your recovery in check. And yeah, this is like a super good build. We have a ton of multipliers. Death Wish already mentioned. We have Endless Walk, Orb of Infinite Depth. We have the Trapped. It's going to be a melee build, so you're going to want to get close up and personal to your targets with Audacity and Trapped in the mix. Channeling, we've got Taeguk for that nice additive damage pool. Armor as well. Defensively, Gogok also gives dodge. The attack speed I don't think really helps with this build all that much, but what does help with attack speed is the Tasker and Theo. Tasker and Theo will increase the attack speed of your mirror images, and it's a very nice bonus to have in the cube. Now, I don't know if I mentioned it yet, but we're also running Ring Aurora Grandeur so that we can fit in the 6-piece bonus of Firebirds alongside the Aug set and the Captain Crimson's. So Captain Crimson's, already mentioned, going to give us a multiplier, but also that resource cost reduction is going to give us toughness. So this is going to sustain our toughness throughout the Rift and also allow us to make it through comfortably. 15% damage reduction and elite damage reduction, more important defensively, from the Aug set coming in a big way, going to help us out. Also a multiplier here, and a elite damage is going to be super helpful for this build because it is mostly an elite hunting build. You can target big packs of trash if they are clumped up together, but you want to definitely seek out those elites. Now, something really cool here is that we have the Chaos Nexus, giving us that third stack of elemental exposure. This is going to automatically tag enemies with the ignite to ignite them. It's a really easy spell to use. and probably the best option here since we are using elemental exposure, right? Cold or lightning damage on the weapon preferred will give you that other third stack, so there you go. And yeah, Unwavering Will for more toughness. Just a very well-rounded build. High crit hit damage, just super powerful. And I'm excited to bring this to you. Hope you enjoy it. Take care.